with robot. Today we're going to talk about AI reviews. So a little bit about us. We're a service, robot is a software CRM solution that helps businesses optimize workflows. There's a whole lot of fun stuff. The thing I want to talk about today is how we help businesses get more reviews on social sites. So Facebook, Google, Yelp. We have a ton of integrations on what we help businesses get integrations on. So the goal is we want to make it easier for people to get reviews, respond to those reviews, and of course make more revenue off those reviews. So let's put a little perspective out there. What if the only thing standing between you and more reviews is a request you never sent? So here's some stats. 93% of customers say online reviews influence buying patterns. 84% trust reviews as much as they trust a personal recommendation. Now, you ever have a friend tell you, hey, you should go do this? How often do you do that? I do it almost every time. So, pose another question. What if your reputation walked in the room right now? What would it say? So why does all this matter? Of course, we want more people to choose us when they search for us or search businesses like us. How do we separate ourselves from the pack? Well, let's pose the question just to some local folks that are here. Which business would you call first? What you're seeing here is you see Frank Ray Electric. They have 4,852 reviews. Wow, anybody know them? Give them a huge pat on the back. Versus Mr. Sparky. Again, it's not bad by any means, but we're looking at 1,762 reviews. I'm calling the one on the top. Amazing. Let's look at another one. So we have Fletcher's Plumbing with 50 reviews. We have Miller's and Sons. Shout out to Miller and Sons. Where they have 1,580 reviews. I'm going to call Miller's first. You know, it makes sense because they have a bigger, more people talking about it, more buzz. Nothing against Fletcher, just if we're talking about reviews, this is kind of what we're looking at. And this is what your customers see. So how do we make reviews work for you? Let's take a look at the flywheel. This is something where everything works together cohesively in a nice environment. So get reviews, start with reviews, it creates awareness. That awareness leads to more customers, which leads to more review requests that you can send, which yields more reviews, which yields even more awareness. So it's this really nice vicious cycle of how you can constantly interact and get more reviews and get more customers based off of what people are talking about you. So how do we do it? We call it 3 R's. So we're going to request, we're going to respond, and we're going to repurpose. So let's start with request. Now, when you think of AI reviews, you think of they're just going to send an automated text. It's just going to be the same thing everybody else is doing. What we do is we actually send a personalized image, and that's going to be a picture of you with the brand, with your team, sitting out front of your building, somebody holding a sign, an iPad, something like this is what we're looking at in the pictures, and then we're going to put their name in the picture. Now, this isn't something that's manually done. This is something that's actually automated through our process. Everything I'm talking about now is completely hands-off to the business owner. This is a set it and forget it kind of thing. You spend 40 minutes with me, and this entire process is set up, and nobody can touch it again. Second thing we do, and this is a two-part when it comes to respond. One, you think about yourself as a business owner, and you ask, your clients, hey, can you give us a review? Whether you're in front of them or you reach out to them, that kind of thing. How often do they do that on the first pass? Almost never. So what it comes to is you want to get that second pass, maybe even a third pass. So we do 3 passes, and all 3 passes go with a picture that engages, whether it's a picture of your team. We really lean on that personalized image. That way, it really separates you guys from the pack as far as the standard, automatic, hey, come on, just leave us a review, tell us how we did it. The second part is we actually respond to those reviews on Google. How many of you actually respond to your reviews on Google? Good. So you know why that's important, right? Awesome. So for the folks that don't, when you respond to reviews, it shows Google that you're actually active and you're participating, within your business and within Google and your customers. And Google really likes to see interaction. So as long as you're interacting with your customers and interacting through Google, then you're going to get top, you're going to get pushed higher in that pack. Anytime you get a review, respond to that review, and interact with your customers. The last thing you do is repurpose. So every good review you get, and this could be 4 or 5 stars. I mean, hey, if you want to post that 3-star, I wouldn't recommend it. But most of the time we focus on just the 5-star reviews. We repurpose all those for social media content. So whether it be Facebook, you want to put it on Instagram, you want to Google. Again, more things posted on Google, more things posted about your business that you don't have to worry about. That's the name of the game. So now all of this really comes to something that's really great, something that's near and dear as far as RevuBro and what we're trying to do this year. Our 2025 initiative is to donate 20,000 meals to kids in America. Who likes helping kids? Yes. So every review that our customers get is one meal. So this is massive. So our goal is to hit 20,000 meals. Absolutely. So with the wrap up, what I need help with, and I know we have a few questions coming later, but I have a big follow up for that one. As I said before, this entire process is automated. When we do an onboarding call with our customers, it takes about 40 minutes. We ask about 15 questions to get everybody properly set up and logged into the software. When that happens, or after that point, again, it's a set it, forget it. We're not selling something that you have to log in, you have to manage, you have to upload your clients and all this stuff. This is something that we're going to set up an automated process from your CRM, your customer management portal, to ours, and then from that place, our automations take care of everything. So, what I need help from you guys is, if everybody can scan this QR code. What's going to happen is going to take you to my website, and you're going to fill out a form. The form is going to ask for a name, email address, and phone number. Now, what that's going to do is going to kick off the automation, and you're going to get some of those personalized texts. That way you're going to see what the text looks like, how quickly this can actually fire off, and how cool the images look like. And another unique thing, you're actually going to see your name. That's why it's important that you fill out the form. Beyond that, trust me, I'm not going to push you into a marketing flow. So don't worry about that. But how often do you get to get in front of a room of 60 people and say, hey, please test out my automation, so it's more than just me in my office and home. Hey, it worked one time. I'd rather know that it worked 60 times. You know what I mean? So that's it for me. Thank you for those of you that have done it. And please feel free to let me know during questions or after this what you think of the automation.
Give another round of applause.